We are here because Terry's legacy and dream is relevant. 30 years removed from his Marathon of Hope. We are here today because people in 900 communities and over 8,000 schools across Canada participate and support cancer research in Terry's name. We are only here today because Terry cannot be.
When Terry Fox was just 19 years of age, living in Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, this sports-loving teenager lost a leg to cancer. What he did next fills me with awe even now, 33 years later.
Having the attitude, why me, or feeling sorry for myself is not going to change anything. You've got to accept it and go on from there and try and do the best with the situation you've got.
You know, this guy wasn't just kidding. He wasn't just talk. He was going to really try to do something special.
Terry Fox totally inspired me. To me, he was the greatest Canadian ever.
On April the 12th, 1980, with little fanfare, Terry began what many considered an impossible achievement. He called it the Marathon of Hope.
I decided that I'd try and run across Canada and raise as much money as I could for the Canadian Cancer Society and show people what could be done on one leg.
Anybody who runs a marathon, number one, I mean, that's a feat in itself, but this guy on one leg every day, day in and day out, is running, 26 miles.
How can anybody do a marathon a day, let alone do it on one leg?
I have the attitude that no matter what happens, I'm going to keep going and never give up. So when I'm tired, I think of the people that have cancer and just remember I'm setting an example for other people and try and keep going and do my best.
He raised an enormous amount of money, an enormous amount of awareness, but more importantly, he did it in such a short period of time.
By the time Terry reached Toronto's Nathan Phillips Square, emotions were running high, and Canada had found a new hero.
It makes you believe in the human race again.
He's an inspiration for everybody, and I'm a proud Canadian on this particular day.
There's over 25 million that live in Canada, and you can't tell me, when each one of us can die of cancer, that there's not $1 that each of us can give.
People now started to believe what Terry always knew was possible. But on September the 1st, 1980, just outside Thunder Bay, tragedy struck. And it was a moment that broke the hearts of all Canadians, myself included.
Originally, I had primary cancer in my knee 3.5 years ago. And the cancer had spread. And now I've got cancer in my lungs. All I can say is if there's any way I can get out there again and finish it, I will.
Terry's example has, in turn, given new courage to those across the land who struggle against disease and infirmity. Terry embodies the motto of the Order of Canada.
Bravo, Terry! Nice! You're a hero!
You know, I feel I've accomplished more than maybe I would have if I've never lost my leg.
Terry died June the 28th, 1981, just 1 month shy of his 23rd birthday.
Yes, he sacrificed himself. But it was not done in vain.
He may not have completed the Marathon of Hope, but his memory and inspiration has created something monumental.
1, 2.
The Terry Fox Run for Cancer Research.
Terry has set an example for citizen participation all over the world.
Even though Terry stopped running, we can still finish the marathon for him.
There are now dozens of Terry Fox runs worldwide, from Toronto all the way to Dubai. The runs have raised over an incredible $600 million.
You know, with the $600 million, I think we're seeing a lot less people go through the suffering, and that's what he would have wanted more than anything.
That was his mission. That was his idea. Help raise this so that nobody else has to go through what I've gone through.
The entire nation of Canada has never forgotten Terry Fox. In Thunder Bay, this statue remembers Terry in full stride, head up, facing the west. running home.
You know, he said before he started the Marathon of Hope, he said, I want to try the impossible to show that it can be done. And in my mind, that's exactly what he did.